Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls. The sugarcane harvest is done. Took me just under 3 hours to actually finish that contract to get paid 26 grand, somewhere in there. And in the meantime, well, Frank was trying to do some cultivating jobs. We got some done. We are up to $122,000, but the problem still continues here on American Falls. So when the premium expansion came out, I activated that so we can do some vegetables on here. And that's what I found out. It's not really fully compatible with American Falls. So I deactivated it. The problem still persists. If I come up to here, you can kind of see it shows red beet, which is fine. But if we go into what mods and DLCs I have downloaded or I have activated, you're not going to see the premium expansion on here. It's not even activated. And it's showing me that it is. So the issue that I'm basically having when this happens, and I found this out, the same thing on Oceanside Forest. If you watched yesterday's episode, I kind of went over this a little bit in yesterday's episode of Oceanside Forest. But if you didn't watch, I'll kind of explain what's going on here. So if I were to come on down and take a contract, we can see cultivating job for field number 1. I will borrow the items. Now see, I clicked on borrow items. Nothing happens. I have to exit, go back in, and now it's showing me that it's activated. Now, if I go up to the map, we can kind of see contract for field number 1 is not blinking. It doesn't recognize it. In order for me to get that contract to work, I actually have to save, exit the game, reload the game, and then it'll start flashing. Another issue that I have with the contracts is, when I was doing the sugarcane harvest, if the field was flashing, I would set a worker off to cultivate the field. I go back to sugarcane harvesting. I see, hey, worker H is done. I go over, the field is cultivated. I go into the contracts, and it shows 0% of the field has been cultivated in the contract. So I've been having issues with contracts and such. Also, sometimes we'll be walking along, and I'll let go, and my character will keep on walking. So I found this out, same problem, sort of, on Oceanside Forest. If you activate the premium expansion on one of your save games, I would recommend don't deactivate it because it does cause some problems. Oceanside Forest, not so much there, so I reactivated it so I don't have any problems there. So what I need to do here on American Falls is, luckily I checked out my backup saves that Farming Simulator does on PC, and I found an older save. We're going to be the same month. I'm just going to have to readjust the money. It's going to be right where we bought the greenhouses, if you can remember that a couple episodes ago. So I'm going to reload the older save. We'll just have to add the money in that we're at to. So we're going to be at 122,361. And we'll probably skip the rest of the month of October because that was like early October. And since I've done a whole bunch of contracts, I don't want to get double the contracts in October. So let me go ahead and reload the older save. We'll adjust our money and we'll be back right where we need to be without the premium expansion added on. I should also mention, though, I did see a post from Lancy Boy on his Facebook page. Apparently, he sent in an updated version of American Falls to Giants about 2 weeks ago. Just hasn't gotten to the testing cycle yet, so hopefully sometime soon it'll be updated. He didn't really mention if it was updated for the Platinum expansion or not, or sorry, Premium expansion or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I just want to give you at least an update that the American Falls map update has been sent into Giants, apparently. But yeah, still has not been tested or passed or anything like that. So I need to update or upload the older save file, and I'll see you in just a second. Well, hopefully that is our problem solved with the premium expansion for now. I'm over here at the greenhouses because I had to make sure I turned on all vegetable types. Well, strawberries not a vegetable, but tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries are all activated in every greenhouse, and everything is set to selling. I've been fast forwarding some time just to try to see how much we're making per hour on all 6 greenhouses. So not a whole lot of money, but I mean we're selling vegetables here. So we're at 122,833 currently. And as we advance 1 hour, you can see it's basically like $100 an hour. So we'll just say about $2,500 a month we'll be making on the greenhouses. Not a whole lot, but it is something. And with this land in the future, we can go ahead and do some other things like put down some placeables or whatnot. But for now, since these greenhouses are here, and all we need is just water, which we have a leased water tanker, we're going to go ahead and let them do what they need to do. So as I said, I think since I did all the contracts in October already, and we're just trying to catch up back up to where we were currently, I think we're just going to head and sleep on through the rest of the month of October and see what November has to offer. So let's go ahead to home. Yeah, we're still living in the mobile home here, but the equipment's out of here. This is all seed from doing some seeding contracts a while ago, and I wanted to keep the seed, so it is still here. I need to get a home on our farmyard at some point. Maybe we can afford it. Did I activate... I wonder if I activated any farmhouses that we could possibly use. Looks like we got a few. Oh yeah, we got a hobo. Okay, we can do the hobo farmhouse. We could probably do something like that. What else we got? I have no idea what that is. Oh, that's just the doormat. I'm like, a hobo farmhouse pack. What is that? That's just the doormat. We got ourselves a tent. I think we can afford $1,000 to sleep in, right? Or a tiny house. I tell you what, let's go to the farmyard. And where do I want to stick our little hobo hut here? Okay, here's the entryway on the way into the house, or into the yard itself. This area over here, I kind of want to keep it cleared out for now in case I want to put something down, like a placeable or something in the near future. This little hobo hut, maybe I should just put down a tent. Let's just put down the tent, because that'll be temporary. Let's put it probably right here in this little corner. Let's go ahead and put our little home in this corner here. Farmhouses. Where's that little tent? $50 for a tent. I don't know where the front door is. That looks like where the front door is. And not the best place to sleep, but we'll stick it out here out of the way. There we go. Now I got a place to sleep. All right, let's go ahead and skip the month of October. 8 o'clock should be good. It's going to be kind of cold sleeping in a tent throughout the winter, but we got to do what we got to do. We got to get that off that piece of property. The seed, I'll probably leave there until we get some drilling contracts. Ooh, it's not quite 8 o'clock in November on American Falls. It's still rather dark. Let's speed up some time here. As you can see, we didn't make that much money overnight from the greenhouses, but you know what? Every little bit will help, I hope. All right, as the sun rises, let's slow down some time. So what do we have for contracts currently? Well, we got some cultivating jobs, fertilizing. You know, I'm going to do that one. Yeah, accept that contract right there. We do got some harvesting contracts. Sugarcane, no thanks. More sugarcane. These might slowly appear and disappear. Which one? That one's for 9. Cotton, well, do I want to do a cotton harvest? I mean, I'll get paid $7,000 to do it, basically. And we really haven't done a cotton harvest in a while. Is there multiple jobs I can use that on? Ooh, not really. So just one cotton harvest going on currently? How many cotton fields are currently on the map? There are a couple. 1, 2... There are 3 cotton fields currently. Are they all ready for harvest? I believe they are. So those contracts could come up, I suppose. Okay. Let me just do a little bit more looking in and see what I want to be doing today for contracts and try to get paid. Oh, there's a couple plowing contracts as well. Field number 11 will accept that contract. All right, so we got, because we can hire workers to do that. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? Let's go ahead and borrow the items on this. We'll harvest field number 25 at cotton. How about that? We'll just get that started. Let me jump into what we jumping into first. Okay, we got this over here. This will be doing the fertilizing contract. The greenhouses. Let me see how we're doing on the greenhouses. Oh, the greenhouses are barely going through the water. So you can see I got them all activated, and they're all just on selling directly, so we don't have to worry about that at all. All right, let's go over and grab our fertilizer spreader. So I am hoping that American Falls, at the update that Lancy Boys sent in, I'm hoping that it's going to be compatible with the premium expansion, because I really want to use that on this map here. I got to go back in here because I wasn't paying attention to where I'm doing the fertilizing contract. Field number 49, and 49 is where? There's 48, 47, 49. That's right behind pretty much our farmhouse. Plowing field 11's right over there. All right, let me go ahead and get Frank, Francine, or whoever's doing all the work today to get over there, and we're going to be jumping into the John Deere cotton harvester, and we'll start harvesting some cotton, and hopefully the other cotton contracts come up throughout the day, and I can use all that equipment on those other fields and get paid very well. And in the meantime, with $124,000 in the bank account, I should be start looking at buying some farm land. We got a farm yard, and of course we got a place for the greenhouses, but we don't actually have any farm land to farm currently. So we're getting enough money to where we possibly could buy a decent amount of land to maybe we can start farming it ourselves, our own land. Well, it looks like someone did not get to their corn in time, so we got to plow it on in. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a worker. We already got a worker doing field number 49, but we need a worker to do field number 11. So let's go ahead and get ourselves someone on the roll here, and we can get to the cotton harvesting. Let's see, number of headlands. You know what? Do 3 headlands, 9 meter wide. That's correct. 5% overlap on the headlands. That seems good. Just to be sure. And just kind of get them rolling here. Shouldn't take them too long, and we'll get paid nicely. Hard to see who's in there because the corn is so high. Looks like Franco's the one that's in there. All right, we're going to teleport over to the garage and get ourselves the John Deere cotton harvester. And it should be the field right in front of us, if I'm not mistaken here. Yes, it is. The field right in front of us. Just check for traffic if I can, somewhat. Right. Let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded. Now, do I have... Can we turn on automatic drop? We can do that on the John Deere cotton harvester. Let's turn that on here. Now, the only concern I have with doing cotton harvesting is we're going to have a lot of cotton left in the harvester, I think. Depending on how it goes here. So I'm hoping I can unload the cotton that's in there when it's done. And I hope we get enough cotton off the field to complete the contract. That's the other thing we got to be kind of careful of. We'll see. If it doesn't work out, we'll do what we always do. We'll have to cheat in, I guess, some cotton to finish up the contract and not try to get paid extra. But that might be kind of hard to do. And I'm pretty sure our workers are going to finish the contracts way before we're done here. This is kind of an odd-shaped field, but most of the fields here on American Falls are kind of oddly shaped. So I don't know best way to approach this. And once we get the contracts done here, I think we'll have a look at the land around the area. Actually, I want to do that now because I can really start thinking about it. Because I've been trying to solve the issue with the other save file. So our farmland, our farmyard is over here. I wonder how much field number... Oh, wrong page, that's why it's not working. How much is this lot cost? Okay, that's $322,000. We don't have that. Okay, 400, 400. All right, we got to look for something that's a little bit cheaper. That's the cow barn, but that's 200 and something. Where are the ones that we could possibly afford? Okay, there's a couple over here that are relatively cheap. Number 30, which actually is field number 8. What's actually in that field right now? Although I don't have nothing to harvest it. It's actually soybean, I do believe. It is soybean. Okay, I don't have nothing to harvest it with. I was kind of... I think I'm looking more for a field that we can prep for next year. If it's already got crop in it, that's fine. But of course I would, since we are doing precision farming, we're going to have to do some soil sampling in there. Definitely, because that's going to get us our yield up quite a bit. Then of course get in there with some fertilizer and some lime. We can lease our equipment, that's not a problem. But I don't think I want to get into right into harvesting because we don't have a silo or nothing like that to put our stuff in. I am going to be using the Omatana silo from the American Farm Pack, I think is what it's called. I think I showed it off last episode. As for the fermenting silo back in our farmyard, yeah, I do realize we can buy that for $60,000, and then others did tell me, because I was guessing that we get half for selling it, which we do, which is $30,000, but when we sell it, it will disappear. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do any fermenting of grass or anything of that matter? If I do so, I think it'd be better off if I just sold the silo bunker that's on the yard and get paid $30,000. Well, I'll just get $30,000. I don't have to buy anything. If I want to get rid of the fermenting silo, I gotta spend $60,000. I'll sell it for $30,000, which means a net loss of $30,000, or just sell the silo bunker and make $30,000 and just keep this fermenting silo on the site. And if I do want to use it, of course we'll have to buy it. But at least in this early stages, since we can't take out a loan, I think getting the $30,000 without having to spend any money would be better than just getting rid of the fermenting silo. At least with a fermenting silo, if I want to do silage, I won't have to put it into a silo bunker and compact it and cover it. That'll be a process all done for us in the silo itself. Alright, just trying to get an outlay of this field here. Make sure I get every bit of cotton that we can. I'm trying to think when's the last time I'd done a cotton harvesting contract. It had to have been on East Vineland. I'm going to say we definitely did it on East Vineland, because I was doing loads of contracts there. And this series here is starting to reminisce a little bit of East Vineland, because I did not realize until recently how expensive the land is around here, which is perfectly fine. Just going to slow down how we advance here. But I think once we get a couple pieces of farmland, I'm going to cut back on contracts. And like I said, this is more of a slow-paced series. Not really setting up any goals. We don't have any. The only restriction we got is can't take out a loan. That's basically it. We can lease stuff as much as we want. We can lease as many items as we want. Buy used, buy new, doesn't matter. Just really can't take out a loan, because as Lancey Boy tried to set up the storyline here, the community is pretty much flat broke. So we're trying to get the community back for the community itself. So we started off with nothing, been doing contracts. We bought we bought the farmyard, and of course we bought the greenhouses. And of course we do have some equipment now around the farmyard, which is great. They're out there working now. And now we are pretty close to buying, actually, some fields where we can start doing some harvesting next year. And of course with the winter coming up, the amount of work we can do for contracts is going to be limited as well. I would kind of like to get ourselves our own seed drill, because I assume next year when spring rolls around, there's going to be a lot of contracts for drilling, which can pay rather nicely. But by then, I might need a third tractor. Although our Landini, yeah, this is the Landini that we purchased, that should be able to pull the Avatar Horse drill from the Horse DLC that came out months ago at this time. But if plowing contracts are up, I'd probably rather do those first. But we'll wait until see what happens next spring. We got to see what we do here at the end of November. So I don't know where these cotton bales are going, but we do have a track. I didn't see what tractor was given, but from here, looking at the shop in front of us, looks like a JCB. I wasn't paying any attention at all when I jumped into the John Deere cotton harvester, and of course we got the baler to pick up the bales themselves. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a cotton contract, so I hope all the bales that this thing spits out will be enough to complete the contract. But I'm also hoping that the other cotton fields come up for contract so I can just go ahead and accept them and use the contract equipment from this on those fields. I think we're just about ready to make our first cotton bale. Is it going to fill up to 100%? It does. Perfect. And that should just drop it right on the field for us. Bale number 1. And of course, if there's any extra cotton left over from the harvest, we'll get to keep it ourselves. But I'll just probably sell it, of course, right when it goes, because I'm not going to store it around. I need the money now, not later. I think that bale is rolling down the field. Luckily, it's wrapped in yellow, so we can find it later on. Contract on field number 49 is done. That's got to be the fertilizing contract. Yep, they're just about done, so we'll turn them off here. Turn that off. Let's go collect on that beautiful contract right now, because that was paying really, really good. Fertilizing contracts are beautiful, $23,136. Collect on that. There is another one for field number 23, but I'll hold off on that one for now. And we'll let Franco finish up that plowing job. There's another one at field 41. I'll probably have them do that once they get done plowing in this corn. While I just keep moseying on up and down this field number 25, making beautiful, beautiful cotton bales. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be any quick job. This is a decent sized field, as you can see. Probably an hour or so it may take me. So that's what I'm saying. You know, harvesting contracts may look good, but I mean, if this is going to take me an hour to do this field, and after leasing fees and all that, we're going to pay like $7 grand. Fertilizing contract, we just got paid $20-some odd thousand for. Yes, I got to buy the fertilizer for it, but I did not pay anywhere near that much for the fertilizer that I put down on that field, and the job goes very, very quick. All right, so one bale down. I don't know how many bales we're going to make, but we make as many as we possibly can. Whatever it needs to do to get the contract done.
Jesse was born on a winter's night in the middle of a storm. The road was blocked, so Jesse was born in this old house. Raised on love in those sunny years when there was magic in the world. Her laughter traveled well across those hardwood floors. God knows we didn't have much, but in a way, you know, we had it all. She grew up fast in a breath or two. She was on her way out the door while her clothes were drying on a line.
Well, it looks like Franco is done plowing up field number 11, so what we're going to do here is we're going to hire ourselves a worker to continue on with the cotton harvesting, and we're going to go grab our other two tractors. We're going to get one fertilizing, the other fertilizing contract that we haven't accepted yet. I'm guessing it's still there. And we're going to grab the Landini ourselves and go plow up another field. So let me go ahead and just hire a worker. They should do just fine. Looks like Franco jumped right into this tractor or combine right there. Actually, let me go ahead and grab the Valtra. Let's see, fertilizing. Field number 23, we'll accept that. Let me collect on this one, though. There we go. Fertilizing, accept contract. And then let's go ahead and accept plowing field number 41 as well. All right, so fertilizing field number 23. That looks like a small field by the payout. So field number 23. 23. We're in 25, so 23 should be down here somewhere. Somewhere. 23, down in the corner. All right, so that's not going to take me too long to do. So we're going to do that ourselves. That'll take me about a minute, but let's get on down there and fertilize that field. I just got to find my way out of here because I don't know. Oh, that's our farmyard right there. That is our farmyard, so I can get out there, I assume. No, there's a river there. How did I get in here? I don't remember. I'll find my way out. Let's get down to that corner field and get that fertilized. I think I can get out over here. Yeah, there's a bridge down here. Yep, right where the sugarcane field was. I remember it now. Pretty much driving from one corner of the map all the way down to the other, but I am just about here. Got the mini map up so I can see where I've been fertilizing. This looks like we're fertilizing a poplar field. Yeah, I don't think in real life you want to be doing artificial fertilizer in this field because it's not going to really spread as far as we are in game currently. All the poplar would be just knocking that down. All the fertilizer would probably be just going just right behind the spreader itself, but it's not how it works in FS22. Knock this field off really quick here. Going to fill this up with some fertilizer, so that will cost a nice little penny. Probably like 12 grand, I think, to fill this up. Somewhere in there, somewhere in that general area. Gotta spend money to make money. And we definitely do on the fertilizing contracts. Yeah, I haven't looked at the store yet today because, like I said, we're on a backup save, and I kind of forgot what was for sale in the store. Plus, now we have slept through a month. Although I don't really want to buy anything because I want to buy some land. But it'll be hard to pass up something that is something that we really need. And at half off, if we can get it, you know, at half off, that'd be great, of course. But having all the equipment without farmland kind of sucks a little bit. I mean, you can still do contract work like we have been doing and get paid nicely. But it's always nice to be doing it on your own farmland for some reason. And luckily with precision farming, we can bring up the little mini-map and see where we fertilized. So in a field like this, it would be kind of hard to see exactly where you've been because you can't see the soil to see that it's changed texture. Field 23 is complete. All right, let's not waste any more fertilizer that I don't have to. And I'm going to park this Voltra and our spreader right over here. This needs to go down to the store and top off with fertilizer. Now let's turn the beacons off, turn that off, and let's go ahead and collect on that contract. Get the money on in. So $3,500 for that quick little job. Another fertilizing contract, but that's only paying $765, so I'm not too concerned about that. Field 41. So where is 41? Let's scroll on back. 40s are like in this general area here. I'm looking for field number 41. There's 42. Where's 41? There's 41 right there. Okay, I know right what that is, and our tractor is up here. Let's jump into that tractor there. Doing fine on fuel and everything. Now let's sneak on down. Oh, there's a ditch there. Watch out for that ditch. It's a decent sized field, but with this plow here, it's not going to take me that long to get it done. So we're up to $160,000. Yeah, the fields that we can afford are kind of on the small size. I don't know if I want to buy multiple small size fields and work different crops in them, or do I save up and try to buy a decent sized field and just work that. I'm not sure what I want to do, so maybe if you guys want to leave a comment down below what you would do yourselves or you prefer to see me do. I don't know if I can do enough contracts to get up to like 300 grand to buy ourselves a decent sized field by the time next year rolls around. Oh, field 41. I was looking on the wrong side. We're here. So, I mean, we could wait until harvest season next year and just wait for the fields ready for harvest. But then it's not going to be a great harvest. But if we get contract work in the field and try to do as best we can for it, then buy it on out, that wouldn't be too bad of a deal. So this looks like it may have been a cornfield before. And just a reminder, we're not doing crop rotation on this series. Just precision farming. So I don't have to worry about what crop was in and try to figure out the rotation. We just plant whatever we want to plant. In the beginning, though, we're going to be planting, of course, crops. That's going to help out the pigs, because that's what we're kind of focusing on a little bit in the series. Haven't really run a full-fledged pig farm, but that's what we're going to be doing here. And with the enhanced animal mod, I'm hoping that the pigs can be profitable. I've seen some other short videos a while ago. Are pigs profitable? And, you know, they're profitable very little. But I'm hoping with the enhanced animal mod that with the offspring, instead of just getting one offspring per pig, and we get multiples, it'll be beneficial to us. Because pigs, I mean, yeah, they offer you slurry and manure to fertilize your fields in. But basically, we're just going to raise them to sell them. So, you know, just buy like a handful of pigs, let them reproduce on their own. And that's where we can kind of start making the money, I hope. But I was really hoping, like I said, I know Lancey Boy said he sent in an update for American Falls a few weeks ago. Just hasn't got around to testing from Giants yet. If it is premium expansion compatible, we'll definitely be getting into the carrots, the parsnips, and the red beets here and putting up the production buildings, because we can feed those vegetables to the pigs. So I want to kind of get into that. And of course we'll be using the Mark Thor root crop harvester, because that has a bin in it, so we can go ahead and get the job done without having to hire a worker by me. Either I'll be in the harvester and the worker following beside us, or hire a worker in the vegetable harvester and I follow beside it. I don't really fancy about putting the vegetable harvester on harvest and then just auto dumping onto the ground and have to go around later on and pick it up, which is another option. So I think currently we'll probably just use the Mark Thor root crop harvester. Probably not going to go crazy on the header and the working speed. Try to keep it more realistic in that kind of a sense. But we got to see what the update brings to American Falls next. Hopefully within a short amount of time that'll be ready. Although we all know how testing can go. Sometimes it's the odd things. So this field here, I should be able to finish up plowing this field before our worker is done in field number 25 doing the cotton module harvesting. Apparently they're 41% done in that field. Let me just have a quick look. I shouldn't be doing this looking in here. Well, that is a nice trailer and a truck. I mean, we don't have anything. I mean, this definitely stuff is stuff I would definitely need in the future, but currently not now. But it's really, really good stuff. While we're just looking again here, let me go ahead and just look at some more farmlands here. I'd like to get something close to the farmyard, which is here. And once again, if you're seeing field number 36, field number or lot number 36 and lot number 65, that is actually the same field. And I'm just concerned if I were to buy this lot of land here and an NPC has this lot down here, if they do work, I think it's going to transform our field or vice versa. I don't know how that's going to work out. I mean, that would be a good starter field, 101,000. But yeah, we can't really do that. 346. Yeah, we're kind of up in the expensive land area. The one right next door would be good, but that's 322. 62. I'm looking for something maybe just a little bit out of our price range. Field number 59, which is not too bad. That's 170. We're almost there. Okay, this is 163. I'm just looking at because there are trees on it. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to log some trees and go ahead and sell them? That's a whole bunch of trees for 206,000. 178,000. I mean, the smaller fields are pretty much down here, but that is a ways away from our farm. Even that field that we just fertilized is 171. So I think I need to save up just a little bit more money, because buying a very, very small piece of land, although it sounds feasible at the beginning, I'm just thinking, you know, I would have to buy or at least lease a lot of equipment to farm that land, and it's probably not really worth it right off to start with. I think we need a decent sized field to start making it somewhat feasible. At least that's my opinion on the matter. All right, get a second headland done here, and then we'll go check on the cotton module harvester, see how that's doing. As for that sugarcane harvest, yeah, I'm not doing anything like that again, at least not with that harvester. That took forever. But then again, at the same time, I was probably getting a little frustrated with the way the contracts were going because I wasn't getting paid for some of them. But what I did do because the issue I was having on the old save, what I was doing is if I did complete the contract, or sorry, if I did finish cultivating the field, but the contract said it wasn't cultivated at all, I did pay myself for it because the work was done. I was like, well, we did finish it. The only thing I didn't try was if I saved the game and came back in, maybe the contract would have reset. But yeah, I think the premium expansion, by activating that on this map when it's not fully compatible with it, threw the contracts off somehow. So once again, with a premium expansion, what I would do is if you want to activate it on one of your maps, just make sure, I would load up a new save, a new test map with the map that you're playing on, and just make sure that it's compatible with the modded map that you're on. I don't know if it's because we got the flax and wait, what's the other one? I know it's clover and alfalfa, but what are the other ones here? It's flax and rye. I don't know if that's offsetting the premium expansion. I think the rye, the color that rye is set for, I think that's the color for parsnips. So that could be what's causing an issue. I'm not too sure. I've never done anything with modded maps or edited XML files for modded maps. So I never really looked at those files before. Could be a simple little thing to add those on or change things up. Okay, let me go ahead and leave this here for a moment. I need to go check on... Alright, so we got 2 and 3. So let's go ahead and... I don't know how many this trailer can hold for bales. I feel like I may have used this once. Oh, hello. I may have used this once before this trailer. But not enough to remember exactly how much it can hold. Is there a fence here? Nope, don't see one. So I think we'll load these up. We'll go deliver these. And then I can kind of see how many I will need to complete the job. Looks like it's going to hold about 3. Seems about right. And let's hope we don't have any problems getting them delivered to where they need to go. Like we were with the... Well, we didn't really have a problem with the sugarcane. It was the trailers that we were using. Yep, so it looks like 3 bales is what it holds. We fold that back up. While it's folding back up, where am I going with it? Okay, so right up where... Oh, to the spinnery itself. Okay, I don't know, is there any roads on either side here? Well, this field here looks like it's been plowed. So I don't think the farmer's going to mind too much if I just sneak through. So I don't know exactly where the drop-off is for this. But being the spinnery, I assume it's going to be right here. And let's see, how do you unload this? Is it just like a... Okay. It is like the baling trailer I use on Goldcrest Valley. So it's just going to lean back, right? And hopefully I'm in the right spot. Okay, they are disappearing. So hopefully we get 3 more bales at least. And anything extra I should get. So, as we can see, let me go to here. Actually, no, I want to go to here. We got half delivered, and looks like we got about half the field left, so we may get an extra bale. It all depends on how much is in that cotton module harvester currently. But we will see at the beginning of the next episode. I'm not going to complete this contract, but I'm going to get the plowing contract done. But we'll finish up this cotton module harvesting contract at the beginning of next episode to see how much we get paid. And I'll see what your guys' comments are about buying the fields and what we should be doing here. I'm just going to park this right here. And how full are we? Did we get another bale yet? No, I don't think so. And we're about half full. So I need 3 more bales for sure. And hopefully that is enough off of this field. But yeah, we got to start, you know, I definitely want to buy some farmland, but the problem is it's rather expensive, as we have seen. Even field number 29, that's 230. Like I said, I don't want to go too far, but then, like I said, I did buy the farmyard with all the big fields around it. Something like field number 59 is reachable, and that's not too far from us. Just buying the one across the street, though, is expensive. This is the cow farm right here, which does have a silo on it, but that's almost $300,000. Yeah, I think the silo was added on the last update of American Falls. It has a water tank. Fermenting silo is right there, but then it does have these silos right here. But the silo that we're purchasing is only 10 grand, so buying this whole lot of land just to get ourselves a silo, don't think really need it. I mean, we'll have this land eventually, I do believe, and have some cows here. But currently, right now, I think we just need some farmland to get the pigs kind of, so we can get some pigs up and going. That's what we need to be doing here. So, yeah, I need to be looking at some of the farmland around here that's rather cheap. But let me know what you guys think on the farmland. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm gonna get this field plowed up, and I'm gonna let a worker keep on going there. But I'll finish up the harvesting of the cotton, but to deliver it and collecting on it, we'll do at the beginning of next episode, and see if we make any money, extra money off this contract. Fingers crossed. But with the plowing contract, I should get an extra. What are we getting paid for that contract currently? 7 grand, which is good. There are some cultivating jobs I could get involved in, but none of them are paying that well. If a real expensive one comes up, of course I'll take that. And as for other harvesting contracts, any other cotton ones come up yet? Oh, another one did come up. Well, I think I'll wait to see how this one pans out, because if this one doesn't pan out, then doing the other ones may not work out too well. But another one, oh, they both have come up. I think there was 3 in total. And I already got the equipment, so I could get paid another $4.5, another $9,000 for that. So that's not too bad. But we're gonna let Franco keep on harvesting here. I'm gonna finish up the plowing job, and at the beginning of the next episode, we should have a little bit more cash. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.